Peyton, we have a lot on the docket today to talk about.
Yes,
But I see one of the notes you have on there is a new Redbox rental. Norm of the North has finally come out. The worst reviewed movie so far this year.
I wish it didn't exist.
Well, it does exist, and as our duties as movie critics, we have to do this, especially as a rental review.
Yeah.
But I know you don't want to see it.
No.
I don't want to see it. So how about we make a little friendly wager?
Okay, I'm listening.
We'll see how much The Jungle Book makes this weekend when it comes out. So how much you think it's going to make it? Whoever's closest to the approximate amount doesn't have
I
to
say
watch
it'll
it.
make at least $100 million or more.
$100 million or more. You know what? I'm gonna go and say I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna say 70 to 80 million
Okay.
in that prop. But and
You,
whoever,
sir, have yourself a wager.
there you go.
Okay. Loser has to do a rental review on Norm of the North.
Norm of the
Heard you
North.
first.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm regretting it already.
I can't get this nasty taste out my mouth. It's like sulfur, but I know it's just Norm of the North.
Tastes like a fart.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of What to Watch. I'm Christopher Gates.
Peyton Fretwell.
All right, Peyton, how are you doing this fine day?
Doing
tonight?
well.
Well,
Looking at the ground for some reason.
that's all right. The ground
for
is
my keys.
they're over there. We have a lot to talk about. A busy day indeed. First on the docket, the Doctor Strange poster review and teaser review. All in one day.
Jimmy Kimmel, you are a magical man for getting all these superheroes to come to your show and show off trailers.
I know.
It's amazing. Yesterday, he had everybody from Civil War on Captain America's team.
Really?
Yeah, everybody. I watched that. That was an incredible
I need to go back and
interview.
watch that.
Yeah, they're awesome. And then today, he gets the Doctor Strange tease. So definitely, he's
How do you
killing
do
it. And I think tomorrow he's supposed to have the Iron Man side.
Well, then let me set my DVR to watch.
Jimmy Kimmel, yeah, you know what? I'm a Jimmy Fallon fanatic.
I know,
Jimmy
yeah.
Kimmel, you're gonna screw up and have me
Yeah, dude.
watch your show.
All these years I've been watching Conan and Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert now. You're making
But
me
you
want
should
to
be
go
watching Stephen Colbert. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
You should be watching. Stephen Colbert,
Colbert
and James
Report.
Corden. You should watch that.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
CBS.
And other fine programming on WRBL. So, but yeah, the Doctor Strange poster review. First, I actually like the poster. It's a really
liked the
nice.
poster.
It's really, kind of sets the tone
It was a
for
good appetizer for the trailer.
Yeah, it really did. That's what the real meat comes into play was the trailer that was just. And we were talking about this earlier. It says it's a teaser, but really, it's 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Since when are teasers 2 minutes?
Yeah. But either
It's
way,
a trailer.
Yeah, it's a trailer, but we still loved it anyway. What were your thoughts on the teaser trailer?
Yeah, I love the look of this. I
Yeah.
definitely am glad that we're going into this magical realm in Marvel.
Definitely.
Because up until this point, Marvel has been very scientific, or at least pseudo-scientific, about
Yeah.
how our characters get all these powers. They kind of stayed away from magic, even with the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos and other characters. But we're finally getting some magic, and it's going to be really interesting. And seeing in the trailer those magical realms, you have Mads Mikkelsen twisting space-time.
That looks really cool. The imagery is awesome. That's great.
Exactly. And then the shot of Benedict Cumberbatch falling through the, I don't know what else to call it, the Tri-City area.
Yeah, the Tri-City. When you see it, you're just like, oh, wow. Yeah, you bring up a good point. I never thought about that. A lot of Marvel movies, even the last Avengers movie or the two Avengers movies, those two movies have kind of probably been the biggest of the magical realm of the Marvel movies, but they never really hit that. They've been very scientific and almost kind of like grounded to a reality or their reality. But this is going out the ballpark, a completely different direction.
Yeah, I think the closest they came to actually touching on magic was in the latest movie they had was Ant-Man with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
When Ant-Man shrank down and kept shrinking, he kind of went into this cosmic realm, and I think that was on purpose. I think they were kind of trying to hint at Doctor Strange, and no, I'm definitely liking the feel. Benedict Cumberbatch looks great as Doctor Strange.
I can't wait till the Doctor Strange action figure comes out. I'm buying that.
I was nervous about his American accent because other films where he's done an American accent, like Black Mass, where he did the Boston accent.
Okay.
It was kind of hit and miss. Sometimes he sounded really good. Sometimes he sounded really
This
bad.
is the first I've actually heard of him doing an American accent.
Yeah.
And I was actually kind of like, it threw me off because I'm so used to his dialect, his Benedict Cumberbatch dialect.
Mads Mikkelsen will be strange too if he continues with his accent, because he has kind of this weird British, Germanic type accent.
But I loved him when he did Hannibal, and I loved him in Casino Royale. So
yeah, he's a great actor, and I look for. I don't think we really know who he's supposed to be playing. As far as I don't know, I will be honest, I don't know that much about Doctor Strange. I know his origin story, but as far as his villains go, I know he has the flaming head guy.
Dormammu.
Yeah. He does not look like him, so I'm assuming this isn't Dormammu.
He might play another, well, like we said, we don't know a lot about Doctor Strange. He might play another big bad villain, but
a lot of skepticism.
It comes out in November.
Yeah.
And that right there, the end of the year is going to be a busy month because you have that. You have the Harry Potter movie, Fantastic Beasts. And a month later you have Rogue One. But this is turning out to be a good winter 2016 of movies.
It's going to be a big year for Disney.
Yeah. Disney, you done all right, Disney. You're doing pretty good.
That Disney, they're going places.
I know. We already love Zootopia. So yeah, they're doing great. They're doing great. Really good. It's good. Next on the docket, Warner Brothers confirmed Ben Affleck is directing a standalone Batman film.
This was great news to me. They had been talking about it for a while, a few months. There have been talks about Ben Affleck directing a Batman film. This was before we had seen Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
So we didn't know if that was a good thing or not.
Yeah.
We definitely had high hopes, but after seeing Batman and Superman, though it did get mixed reviews, I know we had varying degrees of liking it, but I enjoyed the movie. But one of the best parts of that movie, without a doubt, and a lot of people, even critics, agree. Critics who hated this movie love Ben Affleck's Batman.
He was honestly the best element, I think, in that entire movie.
And Ben Affleck definitely shines as a director. I can't think of a bad movie that Ben Affleck has directed.
From Argo to The Town, they've both been fantastic movies.
All of those movies.
Written well and directed well.
Exactly. And he's definitely a skilled scriptwriter.
He's won an Academy.
Yeah, he's won an Academy Award for it. So, Ben Affleck directing Batman, him being Batman, him writing Batman. I'm excited about everything, and then we have this huge cast of characters that he's going to have.
He's going to be good. And Jeremy Irons, if he can get him to come out and play Alfred, definitely. And even if it's get some of this Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, or even some of the Justice League characters, depending on when this movie comes out, because we don't know when they're going to start filming. It could be probably 2018 or sometime. I know Warner Brothers say within the next 5 years the movie will be out sometime.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we got plenty of time, but definitely something I'm really looking forward to as well, because Affleck played that character, like you said, so well as both Bruce Wayne and Batman, which is really hard because some actors have played a good Bruce Wayne, maybe not the best Batman. They played a great Batman, but not the best Bruce Wayne. But he did a good job playing that. Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to see what he can do with that world of Batman that's already been established.
Definitely the darkest Batman and Bruce Wayne that we've seen on film.
Exactly.
And in my opinion, the best. And up until this point, Christian Bale was my Batman.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely Ben Affleck has taken that top spot. Definitely a more violent Batman than we've had. I'm hoping that the standalone movie kind of delves into why he's so violent in how we see him in Batman and Superman, why he's kind of resorted to his methods. I hope we see Jared Leto as Joker.
Jared Leto as Joker, or Suicide Squad members. That could be interesting too. And hopefully get more of what happened to Robin and the origins of other. Especially there's like one line he always said, and I remember the Batman v Superman. We was talking to Alfred. He's like, how many of those 20 years in Gotham, how many years did they do so good? How many of those good bad guys stayed down? How many good guys actually stayed good? So that itself is a really big.
We have to see where that mentality comes from.
So that definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Thor 3 will not include Natalie Portman.
Yep. That's
whoa.
Thor 3 is one of those things where I'm not sure whether or not I should get excited for it, because I love Thor as a character.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth plays Thor.
He's playing
fine. He's definitely the least, one of the least impressive characters as far as the Avengers go. He's definitely, I don't think he's doing as well as Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans playing Captain America.
Heck, even homeboy that plays the Hulk. I can't think of the actor's name right now. I'm sorry.
The Falcon.
And Falcon. Yeah.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Thank
plays
you.
Falcon.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I like him as a character. I like him as an actor. Anytime I see him in interviews,
Yeah.
he looks like a great guy. But yeah, Thor 2 was, in my opinion, not very good.
I'm not like Thor solo movies that much, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
Thor 1 was interesting because it was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
We had Iron Man, and I think we had Thor right after that. And I was interested, and I go, okay.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth looks like Thor. And then you got Natalie Portman, who I've always liked as an actress.
Natalie Portman was great, and even the prequels. That's probably one of the best elements of the prequels.
Yeah.
Her and Ewan McGregor, but yeah.
Exactly. And but she's always a great actress, and so I was excited to see her. But she was definitely one of the weaker parts of that movie because I felt like Jane was just kind of getting dragged along by the story, that she didn't actually benefit the story. And then Thor 2 came out, and she was pretty much the thing the story centered around. And then I realized I didn't want Jane too much because she just wasn't an interesting character.
Yeah.
And the ether thing with the
You know, it's
bad
something
guy,
else when Thor's mother, Renee, played by Renee Russo, she gets killed. That you feel more emotion for that than Jane dealing with the whole ether, Ragnarok, or whatever the element that she was. The ether, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, which ended up being another tie-in to the Infinity Wars
Yeah.
because it had the Infinity Stone.
It had the red one, or yeah. I think,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Thor 3 not having Natalie Portman, I'm actually not that bummed out about it because I feel like now that they don't have Natalie Portman, Thor 3 is going to be trying to tie in, I'm sure, with a lot of the Thanos Infinity War stuff. So they're already going to have their mouths full
Yeah.
with this and the fallout of this upcoming Civil War movie.
Definitely. I mean, I'm pretty sure this movie obviously won't come out until next year because they'll start filming this year with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. These will all just lead up until the next Avengers Infinity War. Her not being in it, I mean, I like Natalie Portman as an actress, but to be honest with you, when they announced that the Hulk was going to be in the movie, I was kind of like, oh. I thought that was like probably the perfect adrenaline to put into it because
Right.
you know, you put Hulk or any other Avenger they added into it, I thought that to me that might make the movie just a little bit better. And I think that's something that Marvel and Disney are seeing, like, hey, you know, we need something to probably spruce these up because Thor movies have kind of been, you don't really need to see them as far as, like, they're great to see, but as far as I think getting the whole storyline,
As long as they do kind of what they did in the first Avengers, kind of allude to her. Like, where's Jane, and then they show a picture of Natalie Portman and where she is.
That would be good.
Don't just don't kill her off, or because
Yeah,
I feel
don't
like
do
that
that.
would be easy.
Don't do that.
Just kind of be like, where's Jane? Oh, she's over here. I'm being Thor, being a bad boyfriend, and he's a terrible boyfriend.
He's a terrible. I mean, even Avengers 2, they're like, oh, well, she couldn't be here because she's getting like a Nobel Peace Prize. Like, just do a simple little sentence and just kind of go like that. It's like that terrible Fantastic Four movie. You had the black Johnny Storm and you had Sue Storm. They're like, hey, are you two adopted? Or is he adopted? And they're like, yeah.
Done.
And there you go.
Done.
That's it.
Yeah. And that'll be the only time you hear us cite Fantastic Four as a good example on how to do things. Everything else, just don't do that.
Thanks, Josh Tank, the director, for not directing. I think he was up for Rogue One or one of those Star Wars movies. Thank you for not being part of that. Whoever's doing that movie he was supposed to do.
I think that was more of the studio's fault than Josh Trank, because Chronicle was amazing.
I need to still see that. I haven't, but I need to still see that.
Yeah, you did. And okay, so we've talked about Thor 3.
Yeah.
We need to continue on this Disney train because we've been hearing. It's Steamboat Willie. We need to go on the Steamboat. We need to talk about Captain America because Captain America is coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And we've been hearing nothing but good reviews about it.
They did an early screening. The Hollywood premiere, I think, was either tonight. It was tonight or yesterday, or it's coming up. They did the Hollywood premiere, but a lot of early screens came out, and nothing but great reviews have come out that movie, particularly with about Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like I've heard some people say this is the best Marvel movie since Captain America: Winter Soldier, which is still like one of my top favorite ones.
Which is fitting since the Russo brothers directed both of those.
I do. Who are these guys?
And they're set to direct the Infinity Wars.
Yeah. So we already mentioned before previous videos about our excitement about Captain America: Civil War. If you want to see that, you can watch our previous videos down there below, or you can check our WRBL page. But My excitement for it is up there. I'm still trying to contain it.
Right.
You know, just because, you know, that's about the healthy thing to do. But just seeing just the, you know, universal praise that it's getting so far.
Because remember, when we went into Batman and Superman, before then, a lot of fans had seen it.
Yeah.
And they were giving nothing but positive reviews.
Yep.
And I don't know how much of that was marketing or how much of that was real. But, yeah, so I'm kind of going into this cautiously.
Exactly, yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on the other one.
The other guy, those people, liars.
But yeah, definitely excited about Captain America. Definitely excited to see all these characters again. And I'm hearing a lot of anticipation for the fight scenes. The fight scenes are apparently getting a lot of praise. They're really good. The airport scene we see in the trailer is like, I think one critic said it was 3% we've seen. So
that's
just them running at each other and explosions.
And it's like, and there's so much more to it.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to see Spider-Man involved.
Spider-Man's gonna be involved, and I'm pretty sure the plot, the storyline, everything that's set up to it is quite well. Because Winter Soldier, I think that was the thing. More so anything. I think Winter Soldier's plot really surprised me. Cause I was like, wow, this is really deep, like for a Marvel movie, even for a comic book movie. And I was like, wow, the Russo brothers, they know how to write, they know how to make these movies successful. And so I'm excited for that. But like you said, we're keeping our anticipation in check because you never know. But
and with Winter Soldier, I definitely enjoyed their tie-in to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
They did.
It was small, but I definitely like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. If you haven't been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I know it kind of had a weaker first season, but if you've dropped off since then, definitely give it another chance because I think we're in season 3 now.
Yeah, season 3 it's picked up for another season, and it's gotten a whole lot better. It's up there.
They're stepping up their game, Marvel.
They really are. Well, because I think those characters are, you know, the Inhumans is being made into a movie.
Yeah,
and so that
keeps
definitely
pushed back though.
It does, but eventually it probably will come out. But definitely they pushed up their game on that show, and you know, just for the Marvel movies in general.
Marvel can't be stopped right now. Their TV shows are great. Their Netflix TV shows are great. And so far, their movies have been, if not okay, they've been great.
At worst, there's not a Marvel movie I haven't seen. I was just like, ooh, I didn't like that. Recent Marvel movies, yeah.
And before the Netflix shows, Marvel's biggest problem was memorable villains.
Yes.
Their villains have been kind of one-off. They die at the end of the movie or something happens to them, with the exception of maybe Loki.
Yes.
Has been really the only consistent villain that they've had. I hope that changes in the future, but up until the Netflix shows have done a really good job of making us have villains that we care about and that we understand and that we're actually scared of. Daredevil being the example I'm talking about. Jessica Jones had a really good villain.
Jessica Jones,
if you haven't caught up with that, definitely check out Jessica Jones.
Yeah, both. And Luke Cage is having a show that's coming out later this year, and you know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be well done too.
The Defenders is going to be filming at the end of the year.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So definitely, Marvel, they've done well translating their characters on the big screen and even just the TV screen and the Netflix screen by really well done writing and getting people who are really just likable. I mean, it's just what it is.
And speaking of Disney translating characters to screen, Jungle Book comes out this Friday, and we're definitely excited about it. We have our cover changed on our Facebook page.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Okay, if you don't see it, go to our Facebook, and you will see it, the Jungle Book. It's funny because, you know, our sports reporter, Natalie, she texted both of us. She was like, hey, what do you guys think of Jungle Book? She's like, I really want to see it. Everybody was like Captain America, positive reviews. And this one, the critic reviews are coming out, and they themselves have been positive. I mean, a lot of top critics are saying it's engaging moving, it's very visual. You can see the 3D.
I like how people text us like we've seen the movie before them.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time we do because we're so on top of this type of stuff. But she texts us to ask us if it was any good, and I go, it's not out yet, right? we haven't seen it, and as
She thinks we're magical. She's like, but
Yeah.
you guys have the inside connection.
we haven't got to the point where we can see movies before you guys, so we try to see it as soon as possible so we
do.
can relay the information to you and let you know if the movie's any good. But yeah, we don't get any magic passes.
No, we
we haven't
don't.
got to that point yet. But if you keep pumping up the
Keep telling us, one of these days, so Paula send us a copy.
We'll keep fighting. We'll keep making these episodes.
Yeah, we'll
until
keep fighting. Yeah, what are we fighting? Why am I throwing up a fist pump?
Yeah,
Like,
we're not
oh,
fighting.
I need to see it now. Okay.
I go to the gym, but we're not fighting anybody. I fight the weights.
Yeah, you do. You do a good job with that.
All 10 pounds. I just five.
You could do
dumbbells.
10?
Yeah, it's hard. Man.
Wow,
I broke
man.
a sweat.
You got that, dude.
Okay, so last thing we're going to talk about is new on Redbox. I know we were talking about it in the cold open. A lot
did.
of good. And I hesitate to say a lot of good movies. There's
There's a lot of good movies out on Redbox.
Yeah.
Now this week, it's maybe be debatable.
Definitely, that's not debatable. Is Brooklyn's out this today? I guess is
Yeah, today or so,
today.
yeah.
Brooklyn was nominated for several Academy Awards, starring Saoirse Ronan, and she plays a Irish immigrant that moves to New York, and it's kind of a love triangle, kind of love story type thing. It's a really sweet movie. Definitely a change of pace from all these superhero movies that we've been getting.
Yeah,
these huge
every once in a
blockbusters.
while, you kind of just want to see, I don't know, actual down to earth. Hey, this can, actually happens every day kind of movie.
And this is one movie that I'm really excited to say we will have a rental review up for that here in the coming.
She's a good
week.
actress. I know she's the girl with the dragon tattoo.
No, that's Rooney Mara.
Oh, sorry.
She's from Atonement. She was in Atonement as a
Oh,
young
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
And so yeah, that movie I'm really looking forward to, and can't wait to review it. Haven't seen it yet, so it's the only movie from last year's Oscars Best Picture that I have not seen.
That you
yet.
have not seen? Well, you need to finish the collection, son.
I
Finish the fight, like Master Chief said years ago.
And I just saw the big. I had just seen The Big Short, and we have that rental review.
We do have
up
that
on our
review
page.
up. I didn't want to see that because it's Adam McKay, and I'm a
Adam
fan of
McKay's
his work.
great.
Fan of his work. Sisters is out as
Yeah.
well. The Tina Fey, Amy Poehler comedy that came out last year.
Yeah.
It seems really funny. I wouldn't mind actually renting this to see it. That's a good comedy.
Yeah, definitely, if you're a fan of Tina Fey's style of humor, if
Yeah.
you like Mean Girls, 30 Rock, she wrote for those shows. She wrote this movie as well, and her and Amy Poehler just make a great team.
They do. They always do. You're gonna have some good laughs when you watch that thing.
I think last I checked, it had a 60-something% or score on Rotten Tomatoes,
that's
which
good.
which for comedies is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Because comedies are pretty hit and miss with the critics. They're usually, I think the last one we saw in the 90s was arguably Deadpool was a comedy, but
Yeah.
I would say strictly comedy would be Spy. Would be the
Yeah.
last one we saw that was really big.
And that's just Melissa McCarthy herself. When it comes to summertime, she could be really huge. And then finally, last on the docket of importance, if you saw at the beginning of the movie, we'll go ahead and talk about it again. Norm of the North.
Norm of the North.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and just go out of character here. I don't know why you wrote this down. I know why you wrote it down.
I wrote it down on our notes to talk about, and I hate talking about this movie because I hate giving it free press. Norm of the North is so bad. It's a steal quote from Roger Ebert. He said, "This movie is not even the bottom of the barrel. This movie isn't the barrel. This movie is not under the barrel. This movie doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence as barrels." That is a quote of him talking about Freddy Got Fingered, but this is definitely applicable to Norm of the North. The reason why I'm mentioning this on our episode is as a public service announcement to anybody who's looking
PSA.
to rent movies for their kids. Don't rent Norm of the North. Just don't give them your money. Rent Hateful Eight instead for the family. Don't do that either. But,
that's real great for the kids. It's a history project.
yeah, if you get a Quentin Tarantino film for your family, you're partly to blame.
Yeah,
that's not on us.
That's on you already.
But I would rather you subject your children to extreme fits of violence and debauchery and cursing and racial slurs than 1 minute of this god-awful, insulting movie. There were kids leaving the theater in this movie. If the movie is not meant for kids, then who's it for? Because it's definitely not for the adults.
You know what? It's funny. We're not, well, since we made the bet, one of us has to watch it. Whoever ends up watching it, probably like, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
But
there's zero chance of that happening.
No.
I've seen enough of that movie in the trailer to know I never want to watch it. So if it ends up being me watching it, chances are I'm going to try my best with things to not make me remember. Certain substances will be ingested liquid wise.
hopefully you will be sober enough to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you will, since you will be
it-
forgetting about the whole movie.
I will be dreading the entire experience. It'll be Ridiculous 6 all over again. I think I made it 25 minutes into Ridiculous 6 before turning it off. And that was on Netflix. That cost me nothing other than a subscription fee. It cost me nothing to watch the rest of Ridiculous 6.
Man, oh man, oh man.
I'm so tired of Rob Snyder wasting my time.
What? You're tired of Rob Snyder being an iPad or Rob Snyder being a stapler? Rob Snyder is your stapler.
How is every movie he's in rated PG-13?
It's just
That's just
is.
impressive.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to see that movie anyway. But you know what I want to see?
What's that?
Your tweets. Your tweets. Your tweets. Because, you know, if you tweet to us, you have a chance to win a Blu-ray copy of Star Wars The Force Awakens. All you have to do is just tweet at us.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all. That's all you gotta do. Tweet at us. Your favorite Star Wars moment. What was your favorite moment from the movie? Something Star Wars related. Just at
It's
us.
the easiest way to win a free Blu-ray.
I mean, it's right there. Well, I don't have it here in front of you, but it's there. Just tweet and you win. That should be the contest. Tweet and you win.
Tweet and you win.
Tweet and you win.
Just one.
That's all you gotta
Send
do.
us your tweets on why you think you should win the DVD, and in 140 characters or less.
That's it.
And that's
You
all
know
have
how
to do.
you know how a tweet works. Don't be stupid, okay? And you know what? You also know how things work. You also know how a HTTP web address works too. Because guess what? We have a website.
Boom.
Come and see us right there at w2watch.com. That's
Yep.
right. You see that? You see the website? Yeah, I got something up right there. Yeah, you're going to see it. That's for it. Yeah. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more, you can check out our website at wrbl.com or go to our YouTube channel at What to Watch.
And don't forget, guys, you can tweet us your questions and stay informed on our Twitter page, and send us your pics on Instagram, both at WRBL What to Watch.
We're in all phases. There's
all
no
phases.
way
We're
that
in your
you
home right now.
We're looking at you. That's a good steak that you're eating there, even though it's after midnight.
And if you're not eating steak, you should be eating
You
steak
should be.
because you deserve better.
You deserve better. Not everyone deserves bologna sandwiches.
No.
Okay?
We
so that's
do.
what we do. But that's because we provide such great
We
entertainment.
get paid
for
in
it.
bologna sandwich and gum.
Is it-
Mostly gum.
Is it Strident gum?
No. Dang it.